focus, students. It's Miss King.
Miss Chapman.
Miss Harris.
Welcome to another science lab. Let's see. Today we are going to have another chemical reaction to show you. We'll be observing how water and oil react when we put them together and how they react when we add an Alka-Seltzer tablet.
So our ingredients we're using are plastic bottles that have a cap to it. You need water, you need vegetable oil, Alka-Seltzer tablets, food coloring, a funnel, and goggles to protect your eyes.
Thank you.
So be sure to be answering the questions on the worksheet as we go, and turn that into Miss King on Teams or email it to her. And then for our hypothesis, we want to know, what do you think will happen when we mix these ingredients together? Do you think they will mix, combine, or stay separate, and why?
Okay, now for the instructions.
We're going to fill the bottle 3/4 with vegetable oil.
And we've marked them like a little lightly on there so that we can know where to stop.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to use a funnel. We brought a funnel, so we can use a funnel, but
The holes are pretty wide on this, but if you use something smaller, then it'll probably be better to use a funnel so that you're not spilling vegetable oil all over the spot, all over the place.
so this is my 2/3 full of vegetable oil bottle.
Okay, once we do that, we're going to fill the rest of the bottle with water,
Okay,
almost to the top and not overflowing.
and we drew a line for this one too. I'm going to use my funnel this time.
Because that's pretty tricky.
There we go. Okay, so now, whoa! Did you see that? That was awesome. Okay, I just wanted to show you all something, guys, up close while they're filling theirs. Notice the bubbles. There's a lot of bubbles in the oil. We're going to wait and let the bubbles settle. Let me see if I can hold it so you can see it better. Y'all see that? So the water and oil, does it look like they're mixing? Because you'll actually see after you give it a while, it's not going to mix. You'll see the oil is going to be in one spot and the water in another. Water and oil do not mix together, which means their molecules do not join. Oh, it's a little too tall, huh? Here we go. You see, if you look, you can see how they're starting to separate out, and you see what's on top. That's the oil on top, right? And what's on bottom? That's the water on bottom. This is because they have different density levels. Density is a very important vocabulary word for this experiment. It means how much material is packed into something. The more density a material has, the lower it sinks in the fluid. So, for example, in our bottles, you can see the water down here has more density than the oil because the oil's on top, so it has less density. You can think of it like lighter, but it's not about weight, it's about how much is packed into that fluid. So the oil has less density, so it's on top, and the water has more density, so it's on bottom.
Okay, next we are going to add 4 to 5 drops of food coloring to our mixtures.
Yes. And we all picked a different color. Miss King picked green. And then Miss Harris picked blue, and Miss Chapman picked red. Are you kidding me? Let's see. What is happening to the food coloring? Can y'all see that? I'm going to take it up. Do y'all see what's happening to the food coloring? Do you see how it's kind of sinking to the bottom? We'll see where it lands. We're going to pause the video for a second and see where it lands, okay? Okay, so we're back. Notice, where has the food coloring gone? Because we dropped it in up here, and it's all the way down here now. So that means the food coloring is even more dense than the water, because it sank to the bottom. So we have food coloring is the more dense, and then water is in the middle, and the oil is less dense because it's staying on top. That's the density. Remember, that's our vocabulary word here. And then the last step that we have.
Okay, so lastly, you're going to grab a full tablet and you're going to drop it in there.
We're just going to let you observe for a few seconds. So watch what happens. Okay, so what's going on is the Alka-Seltzer tablet is reacting with the water to make carbon dioxide gas. And gas is less density than the water and the oil. So you'll notice what's happening now is it's rising to the top because it's less dense. So it's rising to the top, right? And when the bubbles attach themselves to the colored water, which was the most dense, and caused the colored water to rise to the top. And at the top, the bubbles get out and they go into the air and float away, and then the colored water is most dense, so it goes back down to the bottom.
I don't know if y'all can hear, but it's fizzing. It sounds pretty cool. Look at Miss
This
Kings.
is-
See if I can turn it.
And you have a lovely lava lamp.
And
How
we
cool is
can
that?
see the bubbles starting to stop. So when it stops, you can always just pop in another.
Wait. Let me see. This one we did as an experiment before. Look how it's settled. So this one's been sitting for a while. Whoops. Can you see how it's settled? You have the colored water on the bottom and the oil on top. And so this is what we're saying. You can put a lid on your experiment if you do it at home, and you can do it again later or whatever. Go ahead and put a...
So we'll add another one in there.
It makes it fizz again.
Yes. And you can keep on going until you use all your tablets, or you can save them for another time and just put your cap on and add it whenever you want. But if you do decide to do this, make sure you have your parents' permission and that they are supervising you while you are working on this.
And make sure you have all the air bubbles have stopped coming up before you put a lid on it. I don't know what'll happen if you cap it without.
And it trap the gas and it can explode, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so that's our science lab. Hope you enjoyed it. We are excited to have summer come up on us so we can take a break, but we're very, very sad that we don't get to see y'all and spend the end of the school year with you. So just know that you are loved, and we hope you enjoyed our last science experiment for the year.
We'll see y'all
Bye,
next
guys.
time. Bye.